The millennium, it's PSG, their home strip, the blue, navy blue and the red, and the reds and blues get us going. They will head down from the right side to the left if you're picturing a screen. We thank you for joining us. The Champions League quarter-final on Flash Score Live Sport EU is trying to work things out down the left side. There's a stunning run by Nuno Mendes, and he's able to keep possession. That's going to be fiery between him and Kylian Mbappe down there. Mbappe with it now. He'll spread play. Beautiful switch. First kick for him. Over to Marquinhos. Now to Dembele, the former Barca man. He works his way around João Cancelo in his first season since leaving Bayern. Dembele was tripped up there, so the Parisians with an early free kick. It was only minimal contact, but enough there for referee Anthony Taylor to give that one. And it is the two former clubs of Lionel Messi going at it. The most recent one having a free kick from the right touchline, about a metre in and about 23 yards back from the right corner flag. Kenyon Lee standing over this. He will be the left foot option. So everyone coming forward. It's also Lucas Beraldo in the box. Can PSG strike early? In it comes. Oh, it's glanced on, and it was good defending there from Pau Cubarsí, who's the youngest ever defender to play in a Champions League knockout match at this stage. It was flicked on by Fabian Ruiz, the former Napoli midfielder. So a corner is going to ensue here because Cubarsí headed that behind ter Stegen's goal. So Cubarsí and Araujo in the middle with Jules Koundé and João Cancelo right and left back, but they have to defend here. The side led by Luis Enrique, looking to take an early lead in the opening couple of minutes. And already ter Stegen has had to marshal his troops. It's Cancelo on Fabian Ruiz. He goes again to the near post, and this time Barca can clear. And it's a good touch by Rafinha. It's lightning quick from him, but getting back was Kenyon Lee, and it'll be brought back by Beraldo. He's in position. He'll switch that back across, and PSG getting back into shape. Barcelona haven't had a touch yet, apart from a bit of defensive work, bit of mopping up. PSG starting on this with real fury, and why wouldn't you when you've got Kylian Mbappe in the side, and he tries to be a little clever down the left touchline, but it's mopped up there by Barca through Sergi Roberto. Back to the keeper. He'll try and knock it long. A lot of space in between that high press from PSG. They've got it through Fabian Ruiz, who's been busy. Out comes Donnarumma in the midfield for Barca today. It's Gundogan, De Jong and Sergi Roberto, captain Yamal, Lewandowski and Rafinha. The three up forward, Lewandowski and Mbappe. A mouth-watering contest we've got for you. Now PSG can break once more. It's brought through by Vitinha. Down the right side for Ousmane Dembele, the former Barca man looking to hurt them. Can't get around. The good work from João Cancelo, who likes to stay up high, but I think he's got his work cut out for him, doesn't it, in these early minutes. Another throw for PSG down the right. And the attacking third now. It's Dembele once more. He's trying to jink away from his opponent, which is Frankie de Jong. He's out with injury for a while, missed the tie with Napoli, but Barca getting through that one. He got through okay. 4-2 on aggregate with the late sealer. Okay, Lewandowski simply too good. He's got 3 goals in this year's edition. Mbappe with 6. He's on the ball and he'll try the cross. It was telegraphed and Cubarsí can read it. What a find he was from the Barca Academy at 17 years of age. He's only played a handful of games. Only his second Champions League game as well. The Blaugrana can't clear their lines here. Again, PSG set up. Looking to turn the screw early on. It's all the pressure. It's one way. Nuno Mendes receives a good switch on the diagonal about 20 yards back from the corner flag on the left side. Now it's Mbappe working the line with Fabian Ruiz. So Nuno Mendes taking on his man, which was Yamal. In it comes, and Mbappe got a touch to it. It's going to be dragged wide, well wide, in fact, but not sure he was expecting it at that pace. He was able to control and then trying to get a toe poke away around Ronald Araujo. So Donnarumma in goal for PSG. Beraldo and Hernandez, the two centre-backs in a 4-3-3. Marquinhos at right back, Mendes at left. But now there's a chance here. Out comes Donnarumma. And what a glorious opportunity for Rafinha that was. PSG were totally asleep at the back. And Donnarumma now is just trying to tell them to wake up a little. They've been pushing forward. There was a simple clearance straight down the middle over the halfway dot. And Rafinha coming towards Donnarumma, who got a couple of feet to it. 25-year-old Italian pushing it wide, and luckily there were a couple of PSG players getting back. And it is end-to-end stuff so far in the opening 6 minutes. What a final first leg. PSG 0, Barcelona 0. So Vitinha, Kang In Lee, Ruiz, three midfielders. It's Marco Asensio, Dembele, and Mbappe. Here's Ousmane Dembele again up against Cancelo. This is good from PSG. It deflected on the way through from Lee. Well taken by Ter Stegen, who can launch with a throw. And now Yamal's been clipped from behind by Ruiz, who's saying he got nothing but ball. But the two Spaniards going at it, 116 and 128. Both with distinguished careers. Ruiz missing out on that Scudetto after leaving the season before from Napoli. And he'll be delighted to see his former side take that unexpected third Scudetto title. Donnarumma. It's no Hakimi today. I should mention a few of the omissions. Players that are unavailable. Let's go to the flash score app. We'll go to the lineups and have a look at the players missing. Hakimi out suspended. Kimpembe, Kurzawa, Mukiele and Rico, four injured players. Balde and Gavi for Barca out injured as well. On the benches, Vitor Roque might have an impact at some point. Romeo, Ferran Torres, Pedri, Martinez, Lopez, João Felix, Fort, Christensen and Alonso. So a fairly big squad for Xavi Hernandez. The keepers Astralaga and Pena. And back to Ter Stegen, who tried the long clearance again. Doesn't work out because it went straight to the defender Lucas Hernandez, twin brother of Theo, who will be lining up tomorrow night. We'll be taking you through that, the Milan-Roma game in the Europa League, another quarter-final for you. Also tonight there's Dortmund and Atletico Madrid. The flick between the games. Flash score taking you through a few of the fixtures with some live audio commentary. With Barca break down the right side. That was a fabulous ball off the left boot from Jules Koundé. And out comes Donnarumma again. And Koundé will bring it down with Yamal put into play between he and Roberto. Lewandowski was waiting, but he went behind the Barca front line, and now it's a chance for Dembele. He might be offside here. For now it's play on. Dembele into the box, waiting for Mbappe. Made the run towards him, but he's been sealed off. They did well to lower the angle there, and Dembele not able to find his teammate Kubarsi, then keeping his legs together to make sure he couldn't get nutmegged because Mbappe was lurking with intent. So another corner in the 9th minute. PSG attacking, going from right to left. We'll go through their bench in a moment as they launch in from the right side of the pitch. Another set piece for them. Well taken, but away. This time Lewandowski was back there, using his height to his advantage, the 35-year-old. Now it's brought forward with Vitinha. He's trying to get their formation back into plays in the right area as Beraldo and Hernandez slow with the passing. Vitinha out to the number 35, Lucas Beraldo, 20 years old, from Brazil, first year since leaving Sao Paulo. Just his third Champions League game, but he has a goal. He got that against Real Sociedad. Dembele down the right side. Needs an option in the middle. Again approaches a little slow. Now outside the box, the long shot launched in, and it was well done by Marco Asensio to find half a yard to get it around his man. And João Cancelo is the target for Paris Saint-Germain, and Luis Enrique, former Man City player, João Cancelo, also Inter and Juventus and Valencia. Of course, Bayern Munich, who played last night, got a fabulous 2-2 away draw with the Arsenal, that 3-3 cinematic finish from City, and response from Real Madrid. It's a tough game when City come to visit, but now Yamal again had his arm pulled, so Ronaldinho in attendance. The former Blaugrana great, also Brazilian, and everyone knows him from the 2002 World Cup when he beat Seaman from long range. Former Milan player, won a few things, didn't it? Ronaldinho, don't see too many players like him anymore. Rafinha definitely not. It's more about speed. Ronaldinho was about the trickery, being clever. And down that left side is João Cancelo, Portuguese, coming in from left back. He'll square this up 40 yards away is Koundé. And Yamal. He's not pushing up high, Yamal, which is allowing Mendes to leave his position to come and mark him, and trying to create a bit of space for Lewandowski when they can. And Barca won a free kick here, but it's Mbappe. Foot race with Araujo. Araujo got back nicely. Just hold up the World Cup finalist that perhaps would have won the Ballon d'Or if France won that shootout, surely. The final that was. Couldn't get the shot away, it was blocked, so PSG will win it back on the halfway line. 13th minute of play, it's still goalless. A minimum of 2 first half goals scored in the past 5 meetings between these two clubs. PSG coming with 27 matches undefeated, 19 wins in that lot, 8 draws. They beat Rennes in the Coupe de France in the semi-final. There's Mbappe with a penalty. It's the 1-0 win, then drew 1-1 here to Clermont. That was Gonzalo Ramos. Now, while Barcelona has an injury here through Rafinha, we're going to take a look at the PSG bench. So Barcola, Colomuani, Mayulu, Navas, Pereira, Ramos, Skriniar, Sola, with Tenas, Ugarte, Zague and Zaire Emery. That was a hack from Ronaldo there on Rafinha centre pitch, and gives Xavi Hernandez and his players a chance to get a bit of water into them. Just hit the reset button because they have been outplayed in the opening minutes by their former coach. Barcelona beating Las Palmas 1-0. There was a Rafinha goal at home, and they beat Atletico Madrid before that 3-0. João Felix and also Lopez and Lewandowski with those goals. Rafinha's now jogging off. He's jogging off with a bit of discomfort, you could say. Barcelona's taking on Cadiz next, and it's going to be in the south of Spain. So an away trip again for them. They'll take on PSG. PSG have got the weekend off and wait for the next match against Barcelona at the Luis Companys. Back underway with Beraldo. That's Lucas Hernandez and Marquinhos out to the right side. They're looking to get some movement happening. Good synergy though between Lewandowski and Cancelo. They won it back, and the inside ball, that wasn't the best pass. So Gundogan hasn't had much of a look in so far. Doing a lot more work off the ball than on it, and it's come off him, and PSG will have a throw down the right side once more at the halfway line, and Mbappe is the target. I think he was offside, but it didn't get to him because of Koundé's positioning, his international teammate. And it's Donnarumma. Keepers so instrumental in the way that their sides build up with the progress. Now Mbappe, the step over, taking 8 or 9 touches here finds some positioning centre field, then spreads it to Dembele on the edge of the box. He tries to cross it back to the left post from the right side of the box, but it's hit Kubabsi once more. So another corner. They're terrorising Barcelona down that side, causing all manner of issues. Marquinhos comes forward with the captain's armband, the number 5. Another Brazilian out there, 11th year with PSG. Former Roma and Corinthians player. In it comes, and it sails into the waiting gloves of Marc-Andre ter Stegen. He did play in a couple of the previous ties between PSG and Barcelona. Koundé couldn't keep it in. And on the left side, PSG will have a throw just in front of the coaches' dugouts. Barcelona lost twice in the group stage, but they made up for it with a good home and away leg against Napoli in the round of 16. PSG, they knocked out Real Sociedad. But I can tell you, it was close, especially at 0-0 in the first leg. And the throw down the line, Mbappe won't keep it in. 24 goals and 6 assists in 26 games for PSG. French First Division this season. 4 goals in 2 matches against Barca is his record. Hat-trick in 2021 in that 4-1 away win. That was behind closed doors. It was Koeman against Pochettino back then. Did score 1 here in 2021. It was the same referee that evening, Anthony Taylor. There's a shot into the back of Lewandowski on Beraldo. So Anthony Taylor is making sure the Polish international is ready. Poland qualifying for the Euro 2024 tournament. Could be Lewandowski's last. In this kind of form, though, you wouldn't rule him out for a World Cup tilt. 2026, why not go out in the United States or Mexico or Canada? 18th minute. Paris Saint-Germain 0. FC Barcelona 0. Kylian Mbappe, of course, looking terrifyingly electric, as you would say. Now it's Vitinha with some good pace through the middle to the edge of the box, out to the left of it with Mbappe, squares it up. There's good move there between Lee, Vitinha. Some acrobatic clearance though that came from De Jong and goes back into Donnarumma's half. Out to the left with Beraldo. It was taken by Lewandowski, skidded over. Advantage was played, back with the keeper. Just going through the flash score up, you can see the other score lines. Atletico Madrid is leading Borussia Dortmund by a goal to 0. Rodrigo de Paul, the 4th minute opener there. PSG trying to slow things down, and then they find Mendes. It's a daunting left side for PSG, and Barcelona has to contend with. Through the legs of Koundé here, couldn't get the shot away because Araujo made up for Koundé's embarrassment. And now it's Yamal. So clever the way he was able to work down that right touchline, and Fabian Ruiz was beaten. Mendes got back and sees the ball over the touchline. That's a desperate tackle, lunge in from the side, and on another occasion could take some of the play, but Mendes with the creativity in the box, that is a statement of real intent from PSG. They want to take the lead in this first leg, they want to take it in the first half. 2 red cards in Barcelona's previous 2 matches, both for the opposition though, so something they haven't had to worry about. Now Lewandowski receives the throw, lovely ball through. Rafinha approaching the edge of the box, getting back is Marquinhos. Rafinha still going from a tight angle. This puts it to the left of the left post. I think it might have come off the PSG captain though. And that was Lewandowski that had the presence of mind to draw in a couple of players, allow Rafinha to try and isolate Marquinhos, but you're not going to beat Donnarumma from that kind of angle unless it's going into one of the top corners. About 12 yards away to the left on a tight angle for Rafinha. But Barcelona have a corner, and that is a positive sign for them in the 20th minute of play. Taken in by Gundogan. Lovely delivery, and it's almost crossed the line, cleared at the last moment by Nuno Mendes. Still there for Barca, and it's gone into the side netting this time. Again from that left side, Nuno Mendes standing tall, and Lamine Yamal still hasn't scored in the Champions League. He's only 16, so it's only really his first senior season. He's been given the go-ahead down the right. So again, Barca with another corner. Gundogan, can he float it into that danger zone like he did last time? He has indeed, and Mendes again with a defensive header. Then it's Araujo trying to keep it in. It's a shot off target by Ilkay Gundogan, who lifted this particular trophy about 10 months ago. 1-0 win over Inter, Manchester City. That is a potentially tie-saving clearance off the line by Nuno Mendes. Just stuck his right boot out. Donnarumma was beaten. Marco Asensio is a little unhappy with some of his teammates out there. Wants them to be a bit more stringent. Former Real Madrid player who's joined on as a free agent in the summer. 4 goals in Ligue for him. Nothing in the Champions League for PSG. So he's starting up in the central position. Looks like he's playing more as a number 8 or number 10 than a number 9. Mbappe definitely on the left side. Dembele controlling that right flank. Just approaching the halfway mark of the first half. Floated out by Ter Stegen. This is where Barcelona have a degree of difficulty to overcome. Trying to get past that PSG tilt in the high press. It's hunting impacts PSG. Now it's Ruiz out to the right. Marquinhos will join in with Dembele, who ran into João Cancelo. That was a fabulous tackle. Then the Portuguese marauding through a slalom run to get through to. And settle it down. And Rafinha, it's body to body with Vitinha. Brazilian influence is apparent between the two teams. Marquinhos and Beraldo, Vitinha. So Barca down the other end now. Rafinha will try one from distance, and that is a fingertip save. Glorious from Donnarumma, the first significant stop of this tie, and that was just a wonderful strike from Rafinha on the left boot. The instep as well. Looked like he was going to try and drive that off the outside of the boot, but it was going into that bottom right corner, and Donnarumma had to see it off. Now throwing a couple of jabs here. Had one cleared off the line a few minutes ago. Now what would have been a goal against many other keepers. Rafinha will take this corner from the right side. Swings in, and again the defending, and it's a heavy touch from Dembele. It allows Yamal. And Rafinha down that right again. He took the corner. He was still out that side. What a ball that was. Donnarumma came and got his hand to it. Took it away from Ronald Araujo. And now João Cancelo with another delivery. Just to the edge of the box. Seen off though. Mbappe wants to get a grip on this match. He's had a good opening quarter of an hour. He's been adjudged to have handballed this as he won that off Jules Koundé. Now, did he stick up a high arm? Might be about that. Koundé receiving the left elbow of Kylian Mbappe to the face directly as well. Now, Mbappe did have the ball in his defence. I hate to see a player of his calibre get sent from the pitch. He would miss the entirety of the second leg as well as the next 65 minutes if that was the case. It would be a real dampener. Would really take the wind from the Parc des Princes' sails. So Barca with a free kick about 40 yards back from the goal line, and Gundogan and Rafinha again conspiring to do over this PSG backline. There's all 10 of them back, and it's fired in. It'll end up on the right side. Gundogan worked it out well. Still Yamal, cleared away though by Fabian Ruiz. So dogged determination from both sides in defence. Donnarumma, probably the best save of the game despite PSG's dominance, but I have to say PSG have worked their way back in nicely. Koundé could have had a couple of different opening goals, one from each side, especially the one cleared off the line from Mendes, and it was 6 total attempts to PSG, 5 for Barca, 2-1 on target in PSG's favour. Still 1-0 in Madrid between Atletico and Dortmund. So play down the left side again. Rafinha forced to slow it down. It was well done because he could wait for Cancelo, and it's again deflected away, I think. Cancelo looks a little disappointed. It might just be a miscued effort. Indeed it is. Looks like it might have flicked off Marquinhos. So Lewandowski going quite close. And Nuno Mendes, 21-year-old Portuguese left-back in his 3rd year since leaving Sporting. He's in for his 2nd Champions League game of this season. He's been out for a long time with injury, and here he is on the ball. Back for Donnarumma. I don't peripheral vision, working at a high level there because he was swarmed. Might have got a call from one of his teammates. Otherwise Barca would have had the overload had they won that 40 yards away from goal. Beraldo throwing a good diagonal ball through to Fabian Ruiz. Then he'll continue that angle out to the right. Rafinha has to get back, trying to track back to help out Cancelo as Dembele approaches. Former teammates there, Rafinha and Dembele. Now Ruiz, known as the Turtle back in Serie A, not the paciest player, but he's quite intelligent, got a good football IQ on him. And Marquinhos, centre fields, tight spaces, so Ruiz will work it out to Vitinha on the right. Vitinha, Ruiz, vertical pass that allowed Dembele to run at his opponent and beat him. Tries to get the cross in, good angle on it. Mbappe was waiting, couldn't get there. João Cancelo, it's come off him and will settle down nicely for Ligue for Mbappe. Now this time from the right side. It's he that wants to deliver the service, and did. The shot comes, big block from Ter Stegen. Mbappe on the follow-up, it was brought down. He's clutching at his leg. Anthony Taylor says that he wants a moment just to confer. The referee with a big call to make here. I think it could be a case where Mbappe was simply offside, so he'll be forced to make this decision. Definitely Mbappe offside by about half a metre from Ter Stegen's save. We'll see if Kylian the Great has a magical recovery after finding out he's offside. There's not too many goal scorers in this Barcelona team. There's Lewandowski and Cancelo, the only 2 that have a goal in the Champions League this season. PSG, it's Dembele, Ligue, Lucas Hernandez and Mbappe. That's in the starting 11s. 29th minute. PSG 0, Barcelona 0. Still 1-0 in Madrid. What a night it was last evening, with Arsenal drawing with Bayern Munich. Arsenal taking a lead through Bukayo Saka. Then the former Arsenal man Gnabry in the 18th minute. Henry Kane from the spot, scoring against his old foe. Then Trossard making it 2-2. Quarter of an hour from time. Real Madrid got a 3-3 draw at home to City. City taking the lead through a Bernardo Silva free kick. It's Diaz with an own goal. Rodrigo made it 2-1 for Real Madrid at half time. Foden and Guardiola got City back into the lead. And Valverde, what a stunning finish from him. 79th minute equaliser, and it was just an epic night of Champions League football. Another one here with Mbappe. There's a long ball from Mendes. He's got the pace, but so does Koundé. So PSG throw high up about 8 yards back from the left corner flag. Everyone trudging back. Half an hour gone. Tomorrow evening, got 4 Europa League playoff games coming for you in the quarters. Also, for a Conference League. And now to PSG. Trying to find a way through. Vitinha, 35 yards away from Ter Stegen's goal. Now Marquinhos out to Dembélé. He's been really dangerous in the opening half. Trying to flick a ball over towards Mbappe. Looking to get him behind. Koundé was awake. Back to Mbappe though. Gets the back heel from Ruiz. And now Gundogan. There's a good turn from him. He'll launch down that left side. And that was superb from Marquinhos to take it away from Rafinha. Then calmly done by Donnarumma, but he's given it away. This is a big chance here for Barca. If they can find a way into the box, it's Yamal. Vitinha tracking back. The cross comes from Yamal, and Gundogan will have to chase it down. That's a let-off for Donnarumma. It was calmly done, but calmly given to his opponents. So Barca still with it. On the halfway line. I'll go back to Ter Stegen. Tomorrow it's Milan-Roma. We'll take you through that one. Bayer Leverkusen at home to West Ham. Benfica, Marseille, and Liverpool at Anfield against Atalanta. So all 4 with commentary in the Conference League. Villa versus Lille. We'll have all your commentary on the Flash Score app and also the website. Some of the other matches there. Olympiacos and Fenerbahce. Pilsen, Fiorentina, and Club Brugge and Parc. So those Greek sides, fabulous in the round of 16. Big comeback wins, a lot of goals. See what they can do. Also, the complexion of who can get into second, third place in the UEFA coefficients and will count for next year's Champions League. Conference League and Europa League counts just as much. The same weight as what the Champions League does. A win's a win. UEFA, now Barca through the middle. Good ball for Lewandowski. Out to Yamal, 30 yards away. And a standstill with Mendes. Doesn't want to take him on. It's back for Koundé. Well done by De Jong. Now Rafinha. Centre pitch. Lewandowski goes for the 1-2 with a cross. It's going to end up sitting for Donnarumma, but he couldn't keep it in. That's come off Lucas Hernandez, so a corner for Barca. But over on the left side, and I think that smile says it all from Robert Lewandowski. It was almost a collision there from Marquinhos, and Lucas Hernandez could have ended up in a howler. A calamitous own goal. And bounced away from Donnarumma. A look of concern from Luis Enrique. I'm sure he won't be entirely... There's a potential penalty check here. And that might be for a handball from one player onto the other, but the check's over. We'll have the corner. And I was going to say, Luis Enrique wouldn't be entirely devastated if Barca went through. Wouldn't get his bonuses, but semi-final place on the line. Barca looking. That's an intelligent corner. Rafinha was on the end of Gundogan's low ball into the penalty spot. No one came out from PSG, and that is a let-off in my book. It was blocked. There was plenty of bodies in the way, but Rafinha had so much time. There's a yellow card coming now as PSG break away. And Sergio Roberto, the captain of the evening, goes into the book here. Referee Anthony Taylor says that was cynical and deliberate, so Sergio Roberto misses the next match. And of course, with that kind of tug on the back of Marco Asensio's jersey, there's a yellow card every day of the week. Just over 10 minutes to go until the break, and Barca have been able to grow into this match. Looked a little impulsive and just a little hot-headed in those opening few minutes. But you would be with Mbappe running at you. Extraordinary player. Everybody waiting. Every time he gets the ball, people holding their breath. Now centre field with De Jong. Work that out nicely away from Vitinha. Gundogan. that changed Sergio Roberto's game. The hero of 2017 getting Barca through against PSG. The huge turnaround. Barca trailing 4-1 in that tie, and with the scoreline at 5-1. It was 4-0 in the first leg. At 5-1, PSG were going through, and pretty much the last kick of the game, Sergio Roberto latched onto a through ball over the top of the defence, and he's poked it in from about, I'd say, 6 yards, but over the keeper, high into the net. And that was the second leg. Many will not forget the Lionel Messi part of that. You can see all those details in the head-to-head section. If you go to Champions League, hit PSG, Barcelona, go to head-to-heads. So much just say Atletico Madrid's 2-0 ahead now over Dortmund. San Marino with the second goal. Barca having it in the back line until the 37th minute we go. Held up by Lewandowski. What a turn that is. It's an incisive run out to Yamal. It's the take on Mendes. Good ball in. Lewandowski's there. Missed by the keeper. Open goal. Opening goal as well. It is Rafinha on the right boots. Donnarumma's mistake here, you'd have to say. PSG trail at the Parc de Princes. Barcelona takes a 37th minute lead. And the travelling Azulgranas, the away fans, they are revelling in this. Rafinha with a tidy finish from about 15 yards. I'd have to say Lewandowski has to get a pat on the back for this. He confused the back line, had it stretched, had it pulled out of shape. Yamal has a tremendous ball in. Donnarumma came to try and take it away from Lewandowski, got in his way, but he was off his line. And on the actual line was Beraldo with a diving header trying to keep Rafinha's shot from going in. Desperate defending on another day, would have got his head to it and put it over. But it is Rafinha with his first goal of this Champions League season. In game number 6, gets Barcelona a valuable goal in Paris. So now the onus is on PSG to respond here, because they do not want to concede another goal and find themselves going to Spain chasing. They'll have to score at least 3, you'd think, there, because Barca are always good for a goal at home. PSG scraping through Group F. They got through because of the head-to-heads against Milan, both with 8 points. Milan sent down to Europa League. PSG went through, and there's a case where they're taking on a side, Barcelona, that lost twice in that group, but they qualified through. Then they eliminated Napoli, and they did that in quite incredible form. It was the start of their form patch, you could say. And Barcelona on the cusp of making history here. If they can keep PSG from scoring this evening, it would only be the second time that they have won here. Lewandowski was required as the catalyst for that goal, but it was all about the calm finish from Rafinha and the ball in from Yamal. All 3 of their danger men up forward involved. Donnarumma, don't want to say he flapped at it. It was difficult for anyone to take that away from Lewandowski, but Rafinha was able to bounce on that one. And we're back with Barca in possession. We're going from left to right in the first half. Araujo able to stamp out some of the threat of Mbappe. It's always loitering with intent. He's still playing on the left side of attack with Dembele down the right, and Asensio always sitting a little deeper, just in front of Fabian Ruiz. Ter Stegen with a long clearance. 5 minutes to go, not including stoppages. They're all bounced nicely for Yamal to go inside and put it over the top for Lewandowski. And again, he'll have to chase it out to the corner flag, but he'll keep that in. Marquinhos goes to it. João Cancelo Square ball for Gundogan. He's trying to find space, keep possession. It's all about making sure PSG are starved of the ball, trying to frustrate them into making a mistake. It's still a very open tie at this point. Sergio Roberto with a yellow card in the 34th minute, Rafinha with a goal 3 minutes later. Long ball for Yamal, will go directly out, PSG throw. Just outside their defensive third. I have to say, based on the last 20 minutes of the match, Barca, it's level pegging. Now there's a chance for a second goal here. The shot will come. It was scuffed by João Cancelo. He was in two minds. You can see that he's disappointed with himself. He got towards Lucas Hernandez, wanted to take him on, and he's dragged it wide on the right boot, past the left post by, I'd say, about half a metre. But again, he had options in the middle. There were defenders there, but Lewandowski and Yamal had come up to help out. Ruiz, Vitinha, Dembele out to the right now for Ligue. Inside is Asensio. He goes to the penalty spot. Mbappe still outside. Taken back to Beraldo. Good ball. Here's Mbappe. Didn't want to shoot in from the right half space. Made the run. Now wants to take on the player, which is Kubarsi. Teenager up against possibly the world's greatest player. Arguable, of course. Now Mbappe back on the ball. On that right wing. He's trying to change things up a little. Dembele. It's a crowded penalty box. He's trying to weave his way through. It's superb defending by Cancelo. Then across is Gundogan's there to help out. De Jong is back, and the PSG's won it back. Goes past Mbappe, right behind him, and it's a chance here for Barcelona on the counter-attack through Yamal. Took on the man. Not the best touch to finish off that move for Yamal. It's Donnarumma that's going to pick up on the loose ball. Out to the right side with Marquinhos. Mbappe is about 2 meters offside here. It's not the best from him. He's going to run into the box. The flag goes up. A belated flag needs to goes up. A belated flag needs to go up a lot sooner than that, because it was so obvious that he was offside. In any case, Kubarsi got back, and I don't want to say it's a baptism of fire for him, because he's taken on some heavyweights. He's already been able to defend on Victor, getting more and more minutes, and now he's been called upon by Xavi as one of the back two all through the season. He's been getting more and more minutes, and now he's been called upon by Xavi as one of the back two in the middle. So a lot of responsibility. In any case, Kubarsi got back, and I don't want to say it's a baptism of fire for him, because he's taken on some heavyweights. He's already been able to defend on Victor. Vitinha wants some space. 24-year-old Portuguese central midfielder. Came over from Porto a couple of seasons ago. In any case, Kubarsi got back, and I don't want to say it's a baptism of fire for him, because he's taken on some heavyweights. He's already been able to defend on Victor. Again here, Barcelona. Spread across to Yamal, just to the edge, the periphery of the box, on the left boot. Tries to back heel. Might work out for Roberto. Now Lewandowski on the turn, tried. In any case, Kubarsi got back, and I don't want to say it's a baptism of fire for him, because he's taken on some heavyweights. He's already been able to defend on Victor. In the north of Spain, they're getting the barge out, should mention. Well done to the Bilbao players and the fans. It's been 40 years since the La Liga days when they, in any case, Barca got back. And I don't want to say it's a baptism of fire for him because he's taken on some heavyweights. He's already been able to defend on Victor. Really in Real Madrid in La Liga as Asensio, his former club, is on top there. Still a good chance to progress through, although they have to go to Etihad Stadium to take on City in that second leg. In any case, Barca got back. And I don't want to say it's a baptism of fire for him because he's taken on some heavyweights. He's already been able to defend on Victor. Left for Mendes. He's got two there. Oh, Mbappe attacked it. That was intelligent. Asensio was there as well, but Barca will come away on the counter. Still over a minute of play. Cancelo will go. In any case, Barca got back. And I don't want to say it's a baptism of fire for him because he's taken on some heavyweights. He's already been able to defend on Victor. Very nearly creating another opportunity to go two ahead before the half-time break. Yamal looked up and he saw the finger at the back post, and I think it was in any case, Barca got back. And I don't want to say it's a baptism of fire for him because he's taken on some heavyweights. He's already been able to defend on Victor. Out of breath. Just need to make sure they don't do anything silly here. In fact, it's Fabian Ruiz that will come to the back of Koundé. In any case, Barca got back. And I don't want to say it's a baptism of fire for him because he's taken on some heavyweights. He's already been able to defend on Victor. And Gonzalo Ramos, that's the final whistle in the first half here. It is Anthony Taylor that sends the two sides into the dressing rooms. PSG trailing. In any case, Barca got back. And I don't want to say it's a baptism of fire for him because he's taken on some heavyweights. He's already been able to defend on Victor. And it is on. Join us in about 10 to 12 minutes. We'll have the second half for you. UEFA Champions League on Flash Score. And I don't want to say it's a baptism of fire for him because he's taken on some heavyweights. Welcome back to the Flash Score broadcast. You are here at the Parc des Princes in the French capital. It's Paris Saint-Germain that trails Barcelona by a goal to nil. About to get into the second half. Barca that are leading through the Rafinha goal are going to go from right to left. They're in the away yellow strip from head to toe. Barca number 11 getting his first goal of this 2023-24 Champions League. We're underway. A long ball will come down the left, and it will be held back by some good defending from Ligue. There has been a change at the break. It is a PSG change, and it was Bradley Barcola in. And the player going up was Marco Asensio, who was ineffectual in the first half of the game. A long ball down by Koundé, went along the surface, well held up by Gundogan, turns it inside. De Jong, dinky pass forward. Lewandowski will lose out. Mendes can use his searing pace to try and put the ball through for Barcola. Sweeping tackle though by João Cancelo. Win it back, and De Jong has it just outside their own box with Araujo. Goes long over the top. I think that's an offside call in the end. It's going to come. Yes, the linesman puts the flag up. Atletico Madrid still leading Borussia Dortmund by 2 goals to nil. PSG with it in their own half. Just looking for a gap through. Not much on. Lucas Hernandez with it. Just in front of him is Rafinha, who is at left wing today. Is a long ball nodded back by Mendes. It'll sit nicely. Silky skills there from Beraldo. It's a lateral ball for Vitinha. Still not much space to work through, and Mendes will go down the left touchline. Well done by Mbappe. Now the run is on. Vitinha has the angle if he wants to shoot, and will, and it'll deflect away for another corner for PSG. I think it's come off a Barca player there just from this angle. It might just be a horrible attempt at goal. Indeed it was. Did that flick the shoulder of Araujo? It was a drive on the right boot from about 20 yards. Got as close as he could. Luis Figo in attendance this evening. Former Barca man, also former Real Madrid's, former Inter player. It was a goal kick. PSG have done well to pressure, and they win it back just outside, about 30 yards away from Ter Stegen's goal. The ball to the byline. It might sit on the edge of the box. Good turn, good drop of the shoulder, and there is the equaliser here. It is Dembélé, the former Barca man, that makes it 1-1 at the Parc des Princes. The quarter-final of the Champions League has come to life. He's able to put that away on the left boot. Real power behind that, and Ter Stegen beaten for the first time in this tie. Ousmane Dembélé, his second goal of the season in the Champions League. I should say it's his first, actually. He's got one in the French league. Initially, he put this ball down for Kylian Mbappe, and Mbappe was able to make sure it stayed in the field of play. So Gilberto couldn't get it away. The ball fell to Dembélé again. Put it onto his left boot. Good drop of the shoulder. And really should have been closed down a bit better by De Jong, who was fooled, was spun around. Ter Stegen, who tried to make himself as big as possible, beaten by his former teammate that cost 50 million euros in this summer. First season at PSG, and it might be a vital goal that could get his new club to the semi-final. 50th minute of play. That goal coming in the 48th. So a quick reply by PSG, who knocked out Real Sociedad in the second round. Barcelona defeating Napoli. A round of 16. From the kickoff, Barcelona have given it away. It's with Donnarumma Simple pass forward, Vitinha. We'll go through those starting 11s for this half. It's unchanged for Barca. Ter Stegen in goal, 4-3-3 with Cubarsí and Araujo at the back, with Koundé on the right side, Cancelo on the left. Some defending for them to do here as Barcola pings it out towards Ligue. Comes to a standstill against Cancelo. Ruiz, good ball inside. The reply, again, it's 2 goals in a couple of minutes. It's Vitinha, who was off target a couple of moments ago, has completed the turnaround. PSG 2, Barcelona 1. So from Dembélé to Vitinha, Luis Enrique's side, they have the advantage at home. Just like that, how the tie can totally change. The complexion has totally changed. There's Barcola involved. Lee held it up. And it was quick play here from Fabian Ruiz. What a pass that was. To the edge of the 6-yard box, in off the right boot. Was Vitinha. Good angle on the right boot. Was always going to favour him. And across Ter Stegen into the bottom left corner. So Barcelona have to kick off once again. The Spanish side from Catalonia have conceded twice in 3 minutes. PSG looking to extend a run of 27 matches undefeated. Would be their 20th win in amongst that. Barca's bench just starting to get a bit of movement around it. Xavi Hernandez might have to make a change. Looked a little out of sorts in the opening 6 minutes of the second half. Now they've got a little bit of space. Yamal inside for Lewandowski. His header's gone away from goal instead of towards it, but it did come from behind. Good ball from Yamal, but Lewandowski unable to steer it towards Donnarumma. Cubarsí under pressure. Decent ball. What a spin that was from De Jong. Motors away from his man. Out to the left. João Cancelo. It's a deep ball in. It'll be left by Donnarumma. It's away harmlessly for a PSG goal kick. What a start to this second period of the game. Still 2-0 Atletico Madrid over Dortmund, but here at the Parc des Princes, it's PSG 2, Barcelona 1. Luis Enrique happy to make that half-time change. Barcola hasn't been that integral to the turnaround, but still he's about being willing to take risks, and Barcola is 21 years old, a lot less experienced than Asensio, but will play a little higher up. Mbappe hasn't got a goal so far, but did get a hat-trick in that 2017 tie. Also got one in 2021. PSG 1, Barca 1, Messi and Mbappe on the score sheet. Messi also missed a penalty in that one. 11 league titles in the French league for PSG, 9 arriving after 2012. So some hegemony, some domination, and now they're looking to get to a semi-final. As Fabian Ruiz tries to shut down Yamal, got a boot in. So PSG working it out with Beraldo, and also Mendes back there with Ruiz. It's gone out. That's a good recovery from Yamal. So Barca with the throw, high up, Koundé to take. 10 minutes into the second half. A little delay to getting the ball back in. And now it's away to the halfway line, and PSG can mount a counter-attack here. Here's Lee, puts it forward. Barcola has Mbappe inside. He might take this on himself, and indeed does. And ter Stegen got hands to it, sends it over. So Barcola making his name known to the Azulgranas. He was celebrating after Rafinha's opener. 21 appearances in Ligue 1, 2 goals, 5 assists since leaving Lyon. 5 goals there, 8 assists in 2022-23. And that's why PSG went in for him, 45 million euros. So just a magnificent sweeping move with Lee putting the ball forward for Barcola. Another delay to the game here. So back with Paris Saint-Germain leading Barca by 2-1. 57th minute we're taking over into. Cleared upfield by Kubasi. There's expert defending from Beraldo, but front position against Lewandowski. Barca throw though in their back left pocket. Now picked up by Barcola out the right wing. Going bound for Vitinha. Lovely ball. Here's Fabian Ruiz. Tries to make it a 2-goal cushion. Straight into the man. It was Ronald Araujo that got down low. But Fabian Ruiz from that kind of range can make a big difference, as we saw at Napoli and have seen with PSG. Also saw it at Real Betis. Starting to stamp their authority on this tie. Out to the left wing. Dembele wants to shoot. Now Mbappe into the danger area. Wants to drop the shoulder, then put it back inside of Araujo. And it's a corner kick for the Parisians. Change is imminent. Might be time to bring on some youth and pace. Trying to get around this PSG backline. To beat the likes of Hernandez and Marquinhos and Mendes. Taken by PSG out the left short corner. Now there's a good run in, and it's over the top of ter Stegen. It was Marquinhos waiting from Lee, and Lee was able to get to within about 10 yards of ter Stegen's goal. Went for the cross in from the left. Had too much power on that to overhit and out for a throw. Barca chipping it upfield. Lewandowski, that is a delightful touch. Then went for the clever back heel. Was picked up though. Now Ruiz is on the ball with Dembele. Still no change for Barca. Sergio Roberto on a yellow. His side, he is the captain, took the lead through Rafinha, 37th minute. Approaching the hour mark now, and we have 2 replies by PSG and Luis Enrique. Dembele and Vitinha. Fabian Ruiz with a beautiful ball, incisive, excellent play, and now PSG still coming inside the box again, and it's repelled by Barca. And Vitinha has taken over from that Marco Verratti role since the Italian left the side. And Barcola, it's a new generation, and it will be again in June once Mbappe leaves. We'll be going to the side from the Spanish capital instead. See if Real Madrid can get the deal done, and we would see a lot more games with Mbappe up against Barca. There's at least another 2 or 3 in per season. PSG in the middle of the pitch, 67% of the ball with them. 5 total attempts in the second half against 1. They have been dominant. Can they get the 2-goal cushion that we were speaking about moments ago? Out to the right side with Ligue. Wants to run at João Cancelo. And there was some contact. Anthony Taylor, the referee, saw it. Says no penalty. Ligue for a moment just hesitated because he wanted the referee to have full sight of that. And instead, it'll be Barca with Araujo taken down by Ruiz. That will get the free kick. I have to say, in Lee's defence, he might have a claim there for a penalty. That was a clumsy effort by João Cancelo. I think it's going to be Kang In Lee that's coming out of the game. So Warren Emery will come on. Change for Barca. There's Lamine Yamal, João Felix. So he can add a bit of pizzazz. He's on a yellow as well, so he'll have to be careful. Or if he picks another one up, he will miss the next game. Pedri will come on for Sergio Roberto. So a couple of good reinforcements there for Xavi Hernandez. Barcelona fans, a lot of them with their arms folded. Up until the 5th minute of the second half. Half-time, they were very hopeful. A lot of smiles in that area. 61st minute, and we've had 3 changes then. 2 from Barca, 1 from PSG. Zaire Emery is only 18. There's the number 33. And does have 1 Champions League goal and 3 assists. So a midfielder with a big future. And for Kang In Lee. Here comes Barca, big chance! And they have the equaliser. That was a fabulous finish by Rafinha. And he wheels off to celebrate. Barca have hit back. They've swung and they've connected. What a volley that was on the left. 2 goals on Rafinha's left boot, and all of a sudden, those fans I was talking about without the smiles on their faces, well, they have a real look of elation now. 4 goals in this one so far. Last night we had 2 draws. Will we have another one this evening? And the ball out from Donnarumma only went as far as the left wing to Cancelo. That is beautifully weighted ball over the top of the defence, and Rafinha making no mistake, so clinical. That is no other way to describe that ball from Pedri. It's his first contribution then. Lovely ball over the top from the 21-year-old Spaniard, and Rafinha with a brace on a hat-trick now. It would be something to add to his highlights reel. Pedri with his 3rd assist of this Champions League. It's 2-2. Parc the Princess has been treated to a spectacle and a half, just as we were last night. Let's check in on the other match. Atletico Madrid 2, Dortmund 0. No change since the half-time break. Not in terms of the score. And PSG going down the left with Mbappe. And he makes a difference. One of those players they call the difference makers. We saw what he did in the World Cup. France were really out of that for large swaths of the game, and it was his pure brilliance which kept them in that, took them to the penalty shootout. Coming forward is Vitinha, lifts it out to the left. Mbappe is the target, and he's marginally offside. So now that we can go through the rest of those substitutions. Sergio Roberto, the captain, out for Pedri. So we all know it's his assist for Rafinha. And the other player coming in, Yamal out. João Felix is the man coming on. So another player with a good Champions League season. Felix with 3 goals and 1 assist. And for his 8th appearance. A player that's been around Benfica to Atletico, Chelsea, and now Barcelona. He's on loan and will go back to Atletico Madrid at the end of this season. It's probably where he played his best football, to be honest. 127 million euro move from Benfica, Lisbon-based club, and there's been a collision in the middle of the pitch here. Vitinha, that is a Barcelona player, was taken down. Was João Felix. So they'll take the free kick. It's out to the right wing. Rafinha's out there now, but down on the left. So it might be a case where João Felix has gone over to the left wing. Rafinha on the right, Lewandowski in the middle, Pedri, De Jong and Gundogan in the middle. You would say they've strengthened the side, at least in the three across the middle. It's arguable. It's a different tactic with João Felix, who's on the ball. He's around the back. Good central positioning that came through from Gundogan, but he's unable to control. PSG can get away. Dembele. Good one too with Barcola. It's a good toe play forward. Lovely positioning inside from Dembele, but he won't be able to get the ball that came in from Zaire Emery. They're so quick and intelligent play once more. A lot of these younger players, they wouldn't be given the minutes if they couldn't adapt to the systems. Barca back on it now. We've got an 18-year-old out there, 21-year-olds. Two actually, Nuno Mendes and Barcola with Zaire Emery. Everyone else with much more experience except for Lucas Beraldo. He looks a player beyond his years. Coming through from Sao Paulo. For Barca, they've taken off their 16-year-old. So still got 17-year-olds Pau Cubarsí. Second Champions League appearance. Made his debut against Napoli. And it's a tough gig to have to mark up on the likes of Dembele and Mbappe. He did well to make sure Asensio didn't have much of an impact. It's now Barcola, Dembele and Mbappe out forward. There's Emery in the midfield with Vitinha and Fabian Ruiz. Backline unchanged. Marquinhos on the right, Nuno Mendes on the left, Beraldo and Hernandez in the middle. Desperate lunge, Beraldo forward, is able to find a teammate. Now it's Mbappe. Inside he goes, through Pedri, like he wasn't there, like a knife through butter. It's Mbappe out to Barcola, right wing. Goes to go through João Cancelo's legs. Managed to do so. Cubarsí was there to clean up. Now that pair will get the ball forward to João Felix. Come directly off him for a PSG throw, right side. Back to the halfway line. And Marquinhos in the 68th. Diagonal ball forward. So Fabian Ruiz playing a very central role now. He's adaptable. Marquinhos looks like a three-man backline for PSG now. Want some more width. Here's Rafinha inside. There's a check here. It's got to be a card, surely, against Vitinha. Pedri's arguing the point. Lewandowski was chopped. Vitinha's getting away with it. There wasn't much in that, to be fair. So Anthony Taylor right on the money. So three changes that came at once. There's Emery for PSG, Felix and Pedri. As Rafinha kisses this ball, he wants a hat-trick. The free kick is about, I'd say, 27 yards directly in front. Maybe a little more in line with the right post. He's a left footer, and if you're going to script a hat-trick, this is the kind of free kick you want to get that hat-trick. Rafinha given the responsibility, he's given this opportunity in front. Gundogan will be the other player. So if they want to catch Donnarumma, they might want Gundogan to swing at this. You would expect Rafinha to go at it though. Three in the wall for PSG. So Mbappe's come forward. He's close to the ball. He's just trying to orchestrate who should be standing where in that wall. It's now 4 men in there. Araujo's peeled onto the side of it. So I think Rafinha's going to try and go around the wall. Indeed he does, and Donnarumma watched it all the way. It was on target, and good connection from Rafinha. Good zip on that along the turf, but Donnarumma is never going to be beaten. Too central and a little bit telegraphed where he was going, because the two Barca players that went onto the end of the PSG wall gave Donnarumma an idea of where that ball was going to come. Stood his ground, and it remains 2-2 until Barcola's through. Big chance, he can score here. Oh, that is superb from Ronald Araujo. That got back, dived in front of Barcola as he was about to hit that. And now it's the Blaugrana that can launch a counter. Still Barca having to tidy up. Ball back in, up and away by Koundé, former Bordeaux player. Benaldo, critical pass out to Mbappe from Dembele. Mbappe again with the step overs. It doesn't work out. It went into two different players. Away comes Pedri. Got a shove from Mbappe, and he's over. So Pedri with a free kick. Mbappe questioning referee Taylor's judgment there. I wouldn't say too much, because there's no way that wasn't a free kick. But Barcola looking to tuck it through. Ter Stegen, he had a moment, just needed to get the shot away a bit quicker. So under 19 minutes to go. Luis Enrique, his side taking the lead after they were 1-0 down. He's 53 now, from a Barca man who spent 8 years there as a player, 5 with Real Madrid, finished with Barcelona, so loved by the Barcelona fans, not so much the Real Madrid fans. Barcola offside, down the right here. So coming to PSG in 2023, formerly coaching Celta and Roma, Barca and Spain. As for Xavi, his coaching stints, he has had now 3 seasons with Barcelona. He's leaving at the end of this particular campaign. Started off with Al-Sadd after retiring there as a player. Didn't wear another club shirt in Spain, so he's loyal. He's a true Azulgrana or Blaugrana. Blaugranista they call them, the fans. 7 points behind Real Madrid in the standings, though. 67 points, the defending Spanish champs. PSG, the reigning French champs, and it's a big ask for most sides to overcome them. Brest are in second. PSG have a 10-point lead. Now, in possession, slow build-up, back to the halfway line. It's Marquinhos, who's standing in a very central location at right centre-back. Ruiz, who gave the assist, he's put that straight into the man, and now it's down the right side with Rafinha to take on Beraldo. 2 Brazilians. Good work by Beraldo just to keep his position. Now Barca will win it back. Long range effort from João Felix, and Donnarumma was able to bring it down with 2 hands and didn't spill it. That was excellent goalkeeping by the former Milan player, current Italian captain, probably will be for a long time. Goes on seniority with Italy and Luciano Spalletti's side. Donnarumma, we all know he was all important to overcome England at Wembley in a penalty shootout. Osaka brought down by Chiellini and then had the penalty saved. Scored an absolute blinder last night against Bayern Munich, but now it's PSG. Big chance here, it's off the post from Dembele. It was a big chance to break Barca hearts. He's furious with himself, but he's tucked that past Ter Stegen in from the left half space. He was trailed by two Barca defenders. Where were they? What were they thinking? They allowed him in, but he has just nudged that off the far post, the right post that is, and off the outside and out for a goal kick. So a let off there for Barca, who are going to make a change. Vitinha's ended up getting a yellow card for that previous challenge on Lewandowski, incidentally. Now it is Christensen in for De Jong. And Rafinha will the brace tonight, out for Ferran Torres. So that is the third and fourth changes for Barca. There's Christensen, a Danish defender slash midfielder. We'll see where he goes. He has played a lot of the season in midfield. For his 7th Champions League appearance of the term. Wonderful defending there from Nuno Mendes to get in the way of a cross coming in from João Felix. Barca will have a corner over on the left side. Mbappe's about 2 meters offside here. It's not the best from him. He's going to run into the box. The flag goes up. The flag in front. And now behind. Can they retake the lead? Gundogan. In swing towards Donnarumma. And it is the lead. What a goal. It's the first touch for Andreas Christensen. He was unmarked and he appeared to be all alone at that back post. And he's nodded in from about 3 yards. Barca, they are 3-2 ahead at the Parc des Princes. Gundogan's corner, a simple header, and it's ended up being a massive goal, a huge impact from Andreas Christensen. Just had to stand there and nudge it home, but went over the head of Marquinhos. And Donnarumma did dive very quickly. Just couldn't keep it out. And another day would have gone straight at him. It's been glanced to Donnarumma's left. So if you're looking at the goal, it's gone to the right of the goalkeeper. But Christensen all alone, and he's a tall player as it is. What an effect it's been. An instant hit off the bench for Xavi Hernandez. And Barca at this point are taking a 1-goal lead back to Spain. From the kickoff, PSG have given possession away again. Kubarsi, ball forward, is unable to be controlled. João Felix gives it to Marquinhos. Now Donnarumma, topsy-turvy game, you could say. PSG were 2-1 ahead. They had the momentum, but Barca have taken back a 1-goal advantage. Rafinha with a brace. Christensen makes it 3-2 in the 77th minute. Zaire Emery on the ball. Goes back inside. Lateral. And it's Marquinhos, who's just marshalling his troops out to the left. Nuno Mendes has pushed up high. It is a 3-man defence now for PSG. There has been a change for Luis Enrique. Barcola added, you could say he's a right wing back at this point. Lucas Hernandez, I guess, is the right central back. Marquinhos is in the middle, then Beraldo on the left. Mendes and Barcola, the lateral players. Here's Vitinha, who has a goal. Centre midfield, out to Barcola, whipping across. That's good for Mbappe. He took the ball away from Ter Stegen, though. Now off the edge of the boot for Fabian Ruiz. Jinking run by Gundogan. He's able to work his way out of traffic to the left with João Felix. And Kubarsi, that was intelligent. simple pass. João Felix. So the two Joes are on that side. Cancelo, Felix with Kubarsi. And on the other side, it has to play against Mbappe is Araujo, Koundé, and I'd say it's Pedri that might be on the right side of that three-man midfield. Christensen would be in the middle. You wouldn't back him for pace. But he has the goal. Might be a hero of the evening. Sure, Rafinha will go down as possibly the man of the match. Dembele's been scintillating as well. Mbappe hasn't had the effect he wanted. He was very, very terrifying in the opening 10 minutes. Since then, has been able to find a couple of balls in from the byline, but Ter Stegen's been more worried by the likes of Dembele, Vitinha, Ruiz. That's what happens. You have Mbappe on the field, he's going to take players away and open up space for his teammates. But Dembele is the beneficiary, you would say, as Cancelo goes back to Kubarsi in their defensive third. PSG have manned up here, good zonal marking, but João Felix is clever to take the ball away to the touchline, settles the play down, earns his side about 15 metres, and the former Chelsea man in a scramble is able to use his body. João Cancelo wasn't given the advantage. It's against Marquinhos. A free kick for his foul on João Felix. So it's been a good substitution, bringing Yamal out. That's wonderful. Straight down the guts of the ground from Marquinhos, who will have to man up on Felix. PSG can get it away. 9 minutes to go, then stoppages. Out to the left as Cancelo wants to take on the man, and it was telegraphed. Away came Zaire Emery. And again, they'll try their way through Lucas Hernandez. Free kick PSG this time into the attacking half, but only just, and that's a yellow card shown to Kubarsi. So the second of the game for Barcelona after Sergio Roberto. Just the one with Vitinha for PSG. If Dortmund have a goal, it's 2-1 in Madrid. Sebastian Haller has one, 81st minute reply, so 2-1, and that tie is reopened. So Dortmund with a win at home will at least get through to extra time and maybe penalties. A big thing for Diego Simeone's side to get through to the semis. Now Barca, inbound it goes. So Barca and PSG, obviously from Spain and France, those two not in the mix to get the extra spot for next year's Champions League. It's about Italy, Germany and England at this point. But if Atletico went through, along with Barca, to the semis, it would raise their chances. A lot of ground to make up on Germany. Serie A, even, I think if there are 4 teams still left in UEFA competitions, even if one of them went through, it's just could be just Milan and Roma. The winner of that would have an Italian representative in the semi-final. The winner would take on West Ham and Bayer Leverkusen. So a good chance of an Italian side in the Europa League final. No Italian sides left in the Champions League. All of them knocked out. Atletico taking out Inter. Napoli done by Barca, and Lazio ousted by Bayern. As PSG have possession, middle of the pitch. You can see all the stats on the flash score app. Might add 2.04 is the XG for. I'm looking at Atletico there, but I'll go to PSG and Barca. 1.05 is PSG's, 1.78 is Barca's. So we've had more than what the XG is suggesting. This is well done by Paris Saint-Germain. Just outside the box, it was a flick over the top from Ousmane Dembele. He's saying there's a handball, or was he saying there's a penalty? Anthony Taylor has to come and sort this out. Mbappe. There was a foul on Vitinha as he ran through. Is there enough? The first contact was outside the box from Christensen. Anthony Taylor is on the blower. He's saying they've done the penalty check. It's over. It's no penalty. And Barcelona will make another substitution as they lead by 3-2. Fermin Lopez will come on. That will be the final one. Scored against Napoli. Gundogan going off. So that'll add a bit more run in the midfield. A bit more petrol with 5 minutes to go. And who knows, they might end up with a 2-goal advantage to take home. Another classic game as Gonzalo Ramos is brought in for Fabian Ruiz. Scored on the weekend. Scored a late goal as well around this time against Clermont. Fabian Ruiz, sensational game. Put the ball in for the second goal for Vitinha. Fine ball, fine finish. So overall, that's 3 changes for Luis Enrique. Gundogan takes a seat on the bench. Just seeing how PSG are going to play this out. It's Dembele, Ramos and Mbappe up forward. It might be a return to a 4-3-3 or maybe a 3-4-3 in these final minutes. They have to be careful not to concede once more because Barcelona at home with a 2-goal lead, well, I wouldn't bet on PSG getting through. Cubarsí is giving that ball away. Barcola in from the right. Then it is some quick thinking there from Emery. Cancelo has lost it in midfield. Shaken away by Lucas Hernandez, who was fouled. Quickly out to the right wing. Barcola looks up. We'll go with a long delivery in. It'll go all the way over. Dembele back onto the right. Tries the curler. There's a diving header from Mbappe. But neither could get the ball into the net, and Ter Stegen watches it go out for a goal kick. That ball in from Barcola went underneath the outstretched leg of Cubarsí, and Dembele's shot was horribly wide, and Mbappe may have just anticipated that it would go wide. Flung his body towards that. So will Gonzalo Ramos get a chance? No goals in this Champions League in 5 previous appearances. Just looking at his league stats on the 5-score application, 8 goals in 23 games. 22 years old, Portuguese striker. So PSG, like workhorses, coming straight down the middle. And surely that's a foul on Warren Zaire-Emery. A yellow card produced by Anthony Taylor, our referee. And that's going to go against Andreas Christensen. This is the return leg. So you've got to do what you've got to do. Stopping the momentum, stopping the drive forward from the teenage midfielder. He's supplied 3 assists and scored a goal. Now Barca on the counter-attack. Oh, that's Rafinha straight into the man, and must be a yellow here. And that's for Fermin Lopez. What's happening next with the referee? There was a collision in the center of the pitch. It was Koundé that was bombing forward, and the yellow card will go the way of Beraldo. So a yellow tinge to this game in the final 10 minutes. We've had now 4 yellows, 3 of them for Barcelona in that time. So they leave with, at the moment, 4 yellows. PSG have got their second. Vitinha and now Beraldo, 2 Brazilians. So on the halfway line, out the right wing, it's Koundé. 89th minute. It's to go into the middle for Lewandowski. Flicked it on. It's there for Fermin Lopez. Can't turn it back for Lewandowski on the 1-2. Zaire-Emery. There's that link between the lines. His outlet was Dembele, but he was too high up. It's a good suffocation to win that back from Barca. Now Cubarsí. Quick passing. Lopez out to João Cancelo. Loads of space there. Oh, that is a really nice ball in from that flank, but PSG had the numbers. Ball from Vitinha. Emery once more. Ramos. Through it goes. Arriving is Barcola. In the middle is Dembele. He won't be able to have a shot at goal. It's away by Kubarsi as we're about to tick into stoppages. Good positioning by Ramos. He got back in midfield. Won it from Marquinhos. And they'll try it all over again. They're looking for the equaliser, PSG. Good run by Lucas Hernandez. Out to the left they'll go. And Mbappe waits. With his bright yellow boots on, they're fluorescent. 4 minutes of stoppages. To the first couple of seconds of that. Mbappe once more. Haven't been able to call his name much because he hasn't had much of the ball. A silent night for him. The ball with real zip coming in from Nuno Mendes, but it's repelled. Some movement, some space away from Kubarsi. Nobody there for Barca. And Beraldo all alone. Into the attacking half once more. Down the left flank. And Nuno Mendes will stop this from going out. Then look for an outlet was Mbappe. But again, it was either go aerially to the back post and it had to be pinpoint, or try and smash it through. Mbappe was the logical choice. Again, Barca able to soak up a few of the seconds into the second minute of stoppages with PSG and Lucas Hernandez. Dembele on the right wing. Getting past João Felix. Squares the ball just outside the box. It's Emery. Here's Vitinha. Score the goal for 2-1 to get PSG the lead. Since then they've conceded 2. Is now the run from Barcola. He's made his way out to the left. Vitinha's there to mop up. 40 yards away. Dembele wants it. Chip it over the top against his former side. There's a hands in the back moment from Araujo on Ramos. Nothing there to adjudicate for referee Taylor. And the ball is with Ter Stegen. Second minute almost over. Barca might get home here. Firing something late. Oh, lots of space here for Mbappe. It's deflected away for a corner. That was 25 yards away. He was looking for placement more than power. And that is hearts in mouth moment for Ter Stegen there. Beraldo coming forward. This will be driven in from the left side. PSG looking. It's all the way through. No one got a touch on it. Keeper takes it with 2 hands. Dembele overhit that one. So another 30 seconds gone. And Mbappe looking for that moment. Smashed it straight into Araujo, who was 5 meters in front of it. He did well to keep his hands by his body. The Uruguayan defender, former Boston River player, in his 6th year with Barca, who taking the ball down the right wing. Lewandowski did well to beat Nuno Mendes. Wants to chew up some more time. Now the cross comes into the back post. Nobody there, but it'll be chased down. There's a tussle between Fermin Lopez that is conceded. The ball came off him. Quick throw for PSG, looking to get 4. Wonderful throw. Diagonal ball across the middle. Given away. Lewandowski with a step over. 30 yards away. 40 seconds to go. He's going backwards, the former Bayern player. Finds Koundé. Did well. Now Lewandowski again. This is simple from him. Christensen getting involved. Now Pedri. Centre pitch. Out to the right once more. I think Barca are going to take a goal lead back to their second leg home match. Araujo now for Ter Stegen. Nobody coming towards him. He's standing on his penalty spot. Will drive this back over the halfway. João Felix is the intended target. A high header from Hernandez. Final whistle goes at Parc des Princes. PSG going down to Barcelona in the first leg. The tie is still alive though. The goals, they came from Rafinha It was his brace, effectively, that gets the Blaugrana the win. But this tie is played over 2 legs, so PSG fans, do not despair. Rafinha's opener in the 37th minute had Barca in the lead at half-time, but PSG, they were able to turn it around. Dembele and Vitinha, 3 minutes apart, got them into the lead 2-1. But then the game swung once more. Rafinha's equaliser in the 62nd minute. Christensen nudged home a header in the 77th, and Xavi Hernandez and Barcelona take a 1-goal advantage into the second leg. Disappointing night in terms of the scoreline for PSG, but still there is hope in the second leg. And just quickly checking in, it is Atletico Madrid still playing against Dortmund, leading by 2-1. So we thank you. You can check all the stats and all the match commentary on the app and website, Flash Sport, Live Sport EU. Checking out final score, first leg of the Champions League quarter-final, PSG 2, Barcelona 3.